Cooking a turkey is not a scary thing.
Sure.
It's just like cooking a chicken, except a big chicken.
Hi, I'm Dave from Wrong Direction Farm. Today I'm with my mom and we're going to discuss how we cook a turkey. Mom's been cooking turkeys for quite a while and yeah, she knows a thing or two about them, so I wanted to just get your process and hear how you would cook a turkey.
All right.
Why
Well,
don't you tell us about yourself?
well, I am Nancy and I am Dave's mother. I've been cooking turkeys for as long as he's been alive. So it's been a while. So we enjoy cooking turkeys because they're a nice, easy meal to make.
Today we took the turkey and you did all your prep work to it. Can you describe your process for prepping the turkey after it's defrosted? Where do you go from there?
Well, once it's defrosted, you put it in the sink, you take it out of the bag, and you rinse it out. It's cool water. Then you take it out of the sink and you put it in a roasting pan. I have a big old roasting pan that used to belong to my grandmother, and it's still in good shape, so we use it. In the cavity, I put some fresh celery, fresh parsley, fresh rosemary, chopped up an apple, chopped up a half an onion, a couple pieces of garlic, and put that all in the cavity. And that's just for flavor. It helps to flavor the turkey, helps to flavor the drippings. And then on the outside, I take a garlic and I cut it in half, and I took a knife and I put 2 slits in the breast side, one on each side of the turkey, and I put the garlic all the way into that, so it's down below the surface of the skin. Then I poured some red wine vinegar on it and some olive oil. You could also use butter. After I put the olive oil on it, I put salt and pepper and Italian seasoning. And there's no measuring, you just pour it on what looks good. So it's really to your taste. Then I put a little bit of water in the pan just to kind of make sure it doesn't stick to the bottom.
All right. So just a little splash of water at the bottom?
Yeah, and it just helps keep it extra moist in there.
Okay.
Then I put it in the oven at 550 for about 15-20 minutes until it's nicely brown. You got to keep an eye on it because every oven is different.
Okay.
So some ovens 15 minutes would be enough. But when it's brown, crispy brown on it, but not burnt, you want to put a lid on it. Now if you're using an aluminum pan, you're going to have to put an enclosure of aluminum foil over that. So you want to do that. Measure that out before you put it in the oven so that you have enough
foil to cover
foil to cover it. Yeah, you want to cover it and you want to crimp the edges with that too. And I put it back in the oven and turn it down to 350. And then I cook it for about 2 to 3 hours at 350. Start looking at it when your nose smell tells you that turkey smells good. You can check it with the instant read thermometer.
Yeah.
Another way to tell if a turkey is done, if you'll see the skin around where the leg comes into the thigh comes into the.
Right, so the thigh joint starts to loosen up, and as you fry it,
yeah, you see the skin will break, and you'll be able to see that it's done. There are all ways to tell if you don't have a thermometer.
Right. The food safety guidelines would say you need to cook it at least to 160 degrees. Do you have a temperature preference besides that general guidance?
No, I always go on the low end because the turkey will continue to cook after it's out of the oven.
Right.
Because you let it sit for about 10 minutes before you cut it. Mm-hmm. Cut it up like you do a chicken, except there's a lot more to it.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing how this turkey comes out.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, and eating it.
I'm looking forward to dinner tonight.
Well, thanks. Thank you, Mom. And thanks for watching. That's our tutorial. That's our introduction on roasting a turkey. That's how we do it. I'd like to hear from you if you have any other comments or suggestions. Thanks.
All right. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.
All right.
We did it.
We did it.